Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, then welcome. It's always great to have people. Don't forget to hit that subscribe or follow button. So I wanted to get into beliefs are not facts. Okay, if anything, they're the opposite of facts, but it's just something that you feel is true or you believe in. You see how there's many beliefs around the world. There's people who are religious, there's people who are spiritual, there's people who are atheists, there's people who are whatever the case may be. There's people who don't label themselves, there's people who are free-spirited. I know a lot of times you grow up in a life of societal norm and tradition, but you are also a god and goddess within. I mean, you may be trying to reach your highest potential to really embody this essence, but maybe a lot of times you get there a little slower because of the way that you were taught, because of the information that you intake, because of the projections that go around. You see how some people are for abortion, against abortion. So there are people who get it, there are people who don't. Some people feel like, oh, well, this baby is a gift of God, so I shouldn't do this. Other people feel like, no, it's my choice, and I should do whatever I want to do for my life or my body, or, you know. So it goes to show you that you create your reality based on your own beliefs. That's why we're about to get into a reading. Because some of you guys, whether you're going through things within family, friends, romantic situations, career, finance, all of this is very small compared to what's really major going on spiritually. Your growth, the experiences that bring forth lessons, your faith, your happiness, right? So these things matter. Ask yourself, well, am I happy if I don't go through with an abortion? Am I happy if I do go through with an abortion? Am I happy if I was to get in this relationship with this person? Am I happy if I was to discontinue a relationship with this person? You have to do things that makes you happy, not what everybody else feels is the right way, not what you grew up thinking was the right way, because half the time you get misled, you become misguided. And the main people who spread around these rules, these commandments, they don't be shit, okay? You got a bunch of, excuse my language, trigger warning, pedophiles, abusers who are saying, oh no, we're anti-abortion, or we're are you anti being a punk ass motherfucker? Are you anti weird? Are you anti rape? No, you're not. It be the same ones who try to be in these high honor positions and they not high honor. It be the same ones that's trying to teach when they ass need to be the student. So like I said, are you causing yourself worry? Is that because I know it's a lot of people who need outside validation and they're like, am I making the right choice if I were to get an abortion? Because, you know, I'm so into modeling. I don't want to, you know, I don't want my body to get this way. I would say, well, you don't have to focus in on those type of things, especially because this child may bring in blessings, but also challenges. A lot of things can come with blessings and challenges. But at the end of the day, you got to make sure that you're living your life the way that you believe in. And rather than believe, that you know. Because sometimes you can get, once again, misled, misguided by the very people who don't live up to the rules that they created. These were created for you so that you can be conditioned. And I don't like to come on here and speak my own personal whatever, because I don't like projecting on people. But it's not projection when I'm in my own space and when I'm speaking off experience. When you wake up, you no longer can be blinded. You no longer can go back to not being woken up anymore. It's just, that's what it is for now on. So, like I said, I know a lot of people struggle with if they should have a pregnancy or not, if they should give up on that person or not. Who said that it's giving up? Who said that you're doing yourself or a child injustice if whatever the case may be. Half the time you grow up religious, so it's already conditioned into your mind as a kid that this is the way to live and this is not the way to live. Who said that? Oh, but they can't explain it though. Shit is explainable. A lot of things that seem impossible may be possible, but shit is explainable. Some things, it's just spiritual. So but it's still a knowing, right? You see how you have intuition and gifts and shit? So don't ever let nobody confuse you. You got to stand your ground. There's some good news coming for sure. I don't know what y'all may be experiencing in your life, because I don't like to get too personal because it interferes with the message. All of a sudden, I'm giving a message to mainly myself instead of the collective, you know? So I want to really generally see what the message is. But once again, it's about co-creating. Who's to say that I can't think of a topic and that's what I want to talk about? Right? Who's to say that you can't have an abortion? Who's to say that it's wrong to have one? Because anybody that's really tapped in with love, light, and all this other stuff, no judgment is there. No restriction is there. No, oh, you're doing it wrong. The same people who live their life wrongfully is the ones that try to tell you what you're doing in your life. If you don't get your dumb ass, stupid ass, unwise ass, like, you really be listening to people who not wise. You literally be listening to people who in these high honor positions who don't belong. Don't do that. You over here like, well, that's my pastor. No, baby. You only have a pastor because your mom told you you're religious, and that's that. That's the only thing that exists. But as you got older, you start having your own mind, and you start going through this and going through that, you realize it's 100,000 religions. One spirituality. And I have the option to be atheist. Like, it's just the way that you choose to live your life. Why do you think if people have abortions, nothing bad happens to them? They probably really be more happy than if it would have been them having a kid. And the reason why I'm talking so much about this subject is reality. You know, a lot of people, and I don't mean to bring up other people, but we just be talking about nonsense. Don't be helping people grow. Don't be helping people shift. Don't be expanding people's mind frames. Just be talking about nothing. So I'm a person that talk about shit. Meaningful shit. Change people's lives for the better, honey. Because ain't nobody else gonna do it. Man, you got people out here for sure. But it's a whole bunch of people who ain't doing nothing but just spreading negativity. Because their childhood dreams got broken. And they ass got projected on. So now they're just bound to project on you. So it's not personal. But at the same time, we ain't sitting around validating it either. Six of Coins. People abuse your kindness. You over here dropping a bag, giving a clothes off your back, doing a bunch of stuff. You dealing with people where there's a one-sided relationship. People at this point, they taking advantage. At this point, you settling for less. Six of Coins in the reverse. That's probably why some of y'all being more selfish with your finances, with your time, with your energy. This message don't resonate for you? Catch me on the next one. It's just what it is. So I understand why you choose to be more selfish. That's what it is. In reality, they try to say, don't be selfish. Of course you don't want me to be selfish because you're not going to benefit from me. If I'm selfish, honey, how you don't appreciate a person, not even their kindness, but you still want them to be kind? That don't make sense. I mean, at the end of the day, we're spiritual beings in human bodies, but you can't forget the human experience. We got emotions, especially the emotional idolists. you feel deeply, you love deeply, you very intuitive, you psychic, all these things. And people try to dim that. That's why you can't go based off what everybody else believing in and what everybody else talking about. Everybody following the blind leading the blind. Just goofy as hell. Not breaking generational curses at all. But thinking that they know what they talking about. It don't make no sense. I know based off experience, I met this Virgo energy. And then I had seen this famous TikToker who posts videos about the zodiac signs. And they literally confirmed what that person was doing. It was like, the Virgos, they always think they know what they talking about. Like, it was so funny, but not even funny for real. You know, because people really be stressing y'all the hell out. That's why I made this video previously. Like, you have to choose your battles. If you know that you're an emotional idolist and you love deeply, why the hell are you dealing with somebody who's going to disappoint you? Why are you allowing things that's out of your control to hinder you? You got to play smarter, not harder. So that may mean not connecting with certain people no more. Let me put on this frequency. See, a lot of people could be... You could be worth knowing to a lot of people, but it's not worth knowing a lot of people. Go ahead and reject them. It's going to be all right. You ain't missing out on nothing. So I see why the Mother Gaia or something like that could be significant. See, it's always in Virgos, honey. And I ain't saying it's every, Virgo, but the ones that got issues. You know, I'm a Taurus, and I came across a male Taurus, and I'm like, we ain't the same. So it's not about comparison and, every sign is the same, but it just be them ones. You ain't finna stress me out. Look, there they go, putting you in depression, giving you intense anxiety, making you feel hopeless. Some of y'all probably felt trigger warning. It's suicidal. It's a semicolon on their arm. Maybe you dealt with people who was in this energy. But that's the crazy thing. These people are allowing their own trauma to interfere with these blessed connections. See, people be having the potential, right? They got to get together, though. But guess what? You don't have to stick around to find out. He's a Virgo. See what I mean? People be weird. You just got to leave them where they stand in. You got to welcome in the new. Five of Coins. See, y'all may have felt a struggle financially, within love, or whatever the case may be, applied to how it fits for you. But you didn't deserve to be left out in the cold like that. You didn't deserve to feel alone or abandoned. And the crazy thing is, some people could be trying to turn it around, making it seem like collective make me feel left out in the cold. Collective, shit, just victim. You a victim, ain't you? That's why you gotta give them something to be a victim about. Bye. But they lucky you didn't punch them in their shit. Shoes. Yeah. That's what them narcissists do, girl. But why stress yourself out? You just gotta move on to focusing on you and then attracting people who are not in that energy. Because just like how you're not in a certain space, other people exist out here who not in that space either. Sometimes it seems rare, but it's really not. It's only because y'all gotta reject people. You be saying yes to people who you don't need to say yes to. Some of y'all family is significant. Or other people's family. They didn't have the best family. They ain't got nothing to do with you though. You always a kind, generous person, but people who don't appreciate your kindness push you into not really being accessible to being in this energy towards them. That don't mean you're no longer a kind, generous, loving goddess or God. It just means karma. Fuck, cause and effect. If you hurt a person, if you mistreat them, if you abuse their kindness, what you expect? Yeah, collective could be about God or love and like whatever the case may be, but they're not pushovers. They're not an emotional punching bag. Half of them are wise because of all the shit they went through. So they not finna let you play with them. They're not finna keep on giving and giving and giving while you get to live a happy ever after, but you causing them to stress and be depressed. Oh no, honey, that it don't work around here. You can do that with somebody else who under mind control or manipulation, but it ain't going around over here. Some people, they try to trap you with pregnancy. They try to gaslight you, making it seem like you the problem. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. It ain't talked about enough. Show one talked about years ago. That's why generations after generations one breaking generational curses. But it had to stop somewhere. And that's with you. But you can't keep letting people try to fool you. You know what you talking about. Trust your intuition. The sun. Ties to success, optimism, openness. No matter what you go through, you still successful and you will always be. It's just about how you look at things. But you always come out winning every time. And I feel like that's because you always remained true to yourself. You had integrity. You were of chivalry. See, they try to teach you being selfish is wrong and being humble is right. And if you look up the definition of humble, I could never. Why you want me to feel like that about my motherfucking self? You dripping. That's because they feel like that. It be the envious ones. It be the dumbass ones. It be the goofy ones. The clowns. We ain't doing that around here. See, you have a potent energy. You attract a bunch of people that you don't need to be around. A lot of these people didn't get this love from their family. They didn't have the best friends. So when you come around, it's like, damn, this is heaven. I ain't over exaggerating. I don't do that. Just be speaking facts, you know. You know this. You know that who you are. But it seems like maybe you need reminders. Why? That's a problem. That means you're going to allow somebody to project on you. We can't have that. See, people don't be on the same page. That's the problem. You got to connect with people who are on the same page as you. Some of these people, they lack skill. You come out, you teach them. Now people push you into being unmotivated all of a sudden. Last time I checked, you was courageous, passionate. What happened? Had unprotected relations with a person, and all of a sudden you're depressed. Get around a person, all of a sudden you got acne. Crazily. Never had acne in your life. Not even when you hit puberty. Some shit don't make sense. But it can be explained. Okay? You got people who gonna lie. Project. Tell the truth. We tell the truth around here. They don't want you to know the truth though. Because then they will have to face themselves and see themselves as the problem. And a little piece of shit. Damn, nobody ever want to be the piece of shit. But that's what you is. Oh, why you gotta be mean about it? When I was nice, it wasn't respected, it wasn't appreciated. Now when you start remaining true to yourself, who said that the collective won't get upset, sad, this, that? But what I can't fathom is how they sit up here and really try to make it make sense what they saying. Like, I just be like, what? They finna confuse me? I'm what the hell? What the helly? See, it don't make sense. That's what it is. See, some shit, it just don't make sense. And everything makes sense. So if it ain't making sense, it gotta go. 5 of Cups. Angel number 10. Angel number 5. Maybe even 5. See, some of y'all probably tried to move on, move forward, but it's not that easy to do when people traumatize you. You can't do, you be trying to go grocery shopping, do laundry, do daily shit. Can't even really do it like how you used to. All of a sudden you break out crying or some shit. By all means, please cry, honey. Let it out. We ain't over here saying, don't cry. What? Take your ass over there. Stop dealing with people who don't heal, who don't face their trauma, who don't face themselves, who don't do that shit. Stop dealing with these weird people. It's better to walk away now. Some of y'all already walked away. Some of y'all, you probably still have a little energy to go back, and I understand that's just because of who you are within. But you gotta stop settling. You literally settling. Literally dealing with people who's bound to cause you trauma. So now you just this joyful, open, successful, optimistic person who going through it. That's so unfair for you because of who you are. Some of y'all think, oh, I have a soul contract with them. No, the hell you don't. Who told you that? How they know that? They ain't got shit to do with you, okay? I'm spiritual girly, but I don't fuck with everything that people be saying. And you're not supposed to. That's why you got your own damn mind. That's why I made the analogy. You see how there's 1,000 beliefs, religion, spirituality, atheists. Even when we can narrow it down. People who for abortion, people who anti-abortion. What happened to the people who get abortions? Nothing. Living their life. What happened to the people who don't? Maybe they look at it a certain way because they religious and they like, oh, this is a gift from God and all this. It really, you create your reality based on your beliefs, honey. Who's to say that those beliefs are accurate? Or even yours? You've been projected on. Them beliefs ain't yours for real. So you really about done. It's the world card. Some of y'all really about done. Could be talking to somebody that had 2 heartbreaks in their life. First one probably was in high school or some shit. The other one, adolescence, adult times, adulthood. So you just drained, but you're resilient as a mother. You really resilient. You be pushing through some stuff. See, the reason why people fight with you or have arguments with you is because them egos, it get to clashing. See, I feel like y'all mean well and people can't take constructive criticism. Now look, 5 of fucking cups, 3 of fucking coins in the reverse. It's crazy. But the bigger picture is, regardless, you successful as hell and you always will be. But you kind of like dwelling emotionally into negative emotions. And when I say negative, I don't mean negative like how the world take it, but just the emotions that probably don't feel that good, you know? Especially if you just sitting in there for a little minute, like depression or something. You're not just sad. Now you overly sad or whatever. Just don't feel good, right? But I feel like y'all one of them people that you probably that strong friend. People still got to check on the strong friend, though. But it's all right if they don't. Surprisingly, you'll still pull through. Yep, I said surprisingly because people need to give y'all props. This ain't no little shit. This is huge. Bouncing back from depression, bouncing back from heartbreak, that's huge. Walking away from people who you was trying to be hopeful and optimistic about because they just not getting it together. So you standing up for yourself. You respecting yourself. You're not settling for shit. And can't do nothing but respect you. But they not doing it. So it's not for them to do. You let them go ahead with the little shitty energy they have. Going on up over there, little boo-boo. Collective. You know how they be like big dogs? That's the collective. You the big dog. You the leader. You the guide and goddess. Not little shitty. Okay? Little shitty, they just learning from you. They taking notes. They ain't gonna tell you though. They taking notes. They can't do nothing but that. You get inspired, they get jealous. Y'all not the same. They always trying to, you guys are one and the same. Shut the fuck up projecting on people. That's your beliefs. Cool. Don't come over here with that shit. That's why you gotta know yourself. But to know yourself, sometimes you gotta be alone. Can't be around other people with contagious ass energy. Especially if your mindset is a little fragile and you easily believe in shit. So some of y'all probably going through trauma. There's some changes that are happening that you probably didn't want to happen. But you don't have to sit in this energy. Life could really look more better. You know, and you don't have to fake it at all. You can just give yourself clarity, to be honest, enlightenment. Collective just want to love and give love. The people these days, they not receptive to it. You not receptive to love, my boy? Love? You receptive to pain and trauma? Get your dumb ass out of here. Get your dumb ass out. 7 of coins. See you going up. You can't be having crabs in the bucket, babe. The main thing you're going to experience in this life is lessons. Blessings as well. But if you don't know better, you won't do better. Sometimes you got to learn by experience. But why constantly do that when you've already obtained the wisdom that's necessary? You don't have to keep going through shit. You already learned that major lesson that one time. You got to learn it 5 more times, collective? But don't worry. Don't beat yourself up about it. Because hard work do pay off. And you will get to where you're going. For sure. It may be a long journey. But I don't have to be. I for sure see progress. Some of y'all could be reaping the rewards financially or soon to be. Some of y'all are manifesting certain ideas. Certain ideas are just coming to you. It ain't for no reason. Nothing's for no reason. But don't ever feel like you have to get made an example out of. You know, I don't know if that was a sentence, honey. But don't ever feel like you got to be that one to have to experience it first to confirm what the hell you was talking about. Man, I feel like they capable of cheating, but next thing you know, emotional cheating or sexually cheating or whatever the case may be. God or trust your you can listen to everybody else. That's going to be a choice at the end of the day. You got to know, regardless of what you're choosing to believe in, at the end of the day, you still making a choice to operate in that space. Just because you're religious don't mean nothing. Just because you spiritual and you was misled, I'm sorry, but it don't mean nothing. You can be lied to, you can be misled. It's not, sadly, it's not an excuse, which is crazy. But real life shit, you can get lied to. That's why you gotta trust your intuition. It's not a crime to be misled. At the end of the day, these things do bring about major lessons that benefit you in the end, because it brings forth wisdom and it helps you teach your kids or whoever kids. But you don't have to get an example made out of you. You know what the hell you're talking about. That's why bringing me back to this statement. I never was for abortion, right? But then maybe that wasn't even the case. Maybe I was on both sides. I'm like, hey, let people do them. You don't know what people be going through. Maybe they got taken advantage of sexually. Or maybe they just don't want to, shit, I don't fucking know. Mind your business. That's what people got to do. People just got to mind their business. And the world will be a better place. See, there's no community. There's no community. And probably because there was no unity within self. Motherfuckers just out here weird. Don't know how to be alone. Believing in shit that's crazy. How the hell you not receptive to love, but you receptive to me busting you in the mouth? You receptive to that? You're not receptive to me being kind, loving, loyal, etc. Because you disappoint a motherfucker when you operate on top tier energy. So when you disappoint me and I beat your ass, you don't wanna run away? You don't wanna run? You don't wanna get the fuck? That's because you're the problem. And that's because you're weird. If somebody come in my life giving me diseases, putting hands on me, I'm gone. Bye. It's not even funny. So you telling me you can go through all of this weird, chaotic shit, drama, whatever, and still try to stick beside a motherfucker? You're dumb. I ain't talking about the collective, but I'm talking about the people who is just so weird. I would have left me ages ago, buddy. But I see why you didn't. Because you the reason why I pushed your ass in the mouth a few times. Look, devil. Now you over here bringing that weird ass energy over here. And I ain't gonna put the blame on nobody. Let me heal. Let me do that. Let me take accountability. But what you're not gonna do is make it seem like, oh, you just brought your past trauma. Shut your dumb ass. You don't spell trauma. You don't people. It's crazy. It's crazy what people say. I damn not want to laugh, but it's not even funny. See, they be trying to manipulate. You hit me. Sure did. You want another one? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You come into my life, it's peaches and cream over here, buddy. And you want to come in and try to destroy some shit? I got you. I got you. See, I came into different beliefs in my existence. Now I don't give a fuck about none of that. Because they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's y'all beliefs. They ain't got shit to do with me. And I'm more peaceful that way. More peaceful to know that I'm not doing shit wrong when I stand up for myself or when I spaz on somebody. Be a good person. You won't get spazzed on. You act like you top tier noble guy. Dumbass on. You're none of those things. You're in the form. The devil energy is coming out, boo boo. You got this being of light in your dark ass. That's the thing. See, these type of people think that they can come in your life and take your kindness for weakness, and you won't you won't do something. When you don't have that much patience with people that come in and play with your life, anything can happen. I'm trying to tell you. We ain't gonna expose too much though. You see me, shit. Last time I checked, not putting hands on somebody. No, I don't want to do that. I want to put my hands on it. Because you hurt collective or myself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, even physically. The fuck? So don't be a hypocrite now. People want to stand for them societal norms. Oh, don't be hitting people. Okay, well, don't come in and break people's heart. Don't come in doing dumb shit. And you'll be fine. I don't come in breaking people's heart. I ain't listening to shit y'all talking about. Because y'all dumb as hell, too. You got religious people staying in marriages for over 20 years. Don't even want the wife no more. Get your dumb ass on. That's them beliefs. Them beliefs is a powerful thing. Still be sinning every damn day. And you call yourself a Christian? That don't make no sense. How y'all create these rules, preach about it every 2 days out the week, and don't live by none of that shit? You dumb as hell. You weird as hell. At least live by the shit. Y'all don't live by none of that. So guess what I am gonna do? The leadership type of thing. Follow my own damn mind, my own path, honey. Because going based off of everybody else's beliefs got me in a pickle. Just give them a chance. You don't have to give people a chance when you already know. I can know if you temporary or not within 2 minutes of talking to you. Maybe it's your trying. No, it ain't. Don't let people project on you. I'm telling you now. Where my dick at? Team bust them in they shit. For abortion. Period. Why would I have a kid by you? Ew. See, what I'm gonna tell myself is, it's just gonna be a spiritual baby. It's just gonna reincarnate the next time. I ain't doing no injustice for myself. Well, I'm gonna tell myself. Other people gonna say, yeah. Other people gonna, no. But I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the people that, yeah, or no. Ain't got shit to do with me. That's why you gotta stop looking at readings too. Do your own damn reading. You know what to, take for yourself. A lot of people be projecting and be talking about their own personal fucking life every time. You can't get a message without somebody talking about what they, it'd be crazy. Because at the end of the day, I can talk about a message, but I can still not project. I can still get the message through. I can still whatever. But I can't listen to a message without, I don't know how to explain. But that's why you experience things on your own. You want to go into the military? I probably before was like, don't do that shit. I ain't saying that no more. Do what the hell you want to do. Because at the end of the day, you protected regardless. What's the worst that can happen to a god or a goddess? Okay? I always said, government don't give a fuck about you. Why would I join the military? But it's really just about you personally and your experience and co-creating with the invisible forces that work with you. If you believe in the invisible forces. All right. I remember I'm straight up, that ain't for you. Whole time not realizing we all projecting on one another. Now I'm team, do what the hell you want to do. If you're going to bump your head, you're going to bump your head. But at the same time, what if you don't bump your head? You did certain shit that you wouldn't have done. Like you did a lot of things that you wouldn't have done your way because you had family, society doing all this. That's why you got into drugs. That's why you got into this. Excuse my language. Whatever. Don't restrict my life. That's why you went down this rabbit hole. That's why you started believing in this. That's why you started doing this. It's just cause and effect. We give ourselves karma from the choices we make or don't make. Simple. You gave your 20s to everybody but you. Your 30s to everybody but you. And they still want you to keep doing that? No. Self-love, baby. Hey. Self-love. You taking back control. And you're finally being happy. You're loving you. Look at that soul contract shit. That's how people keep you bound. Yeah, you know y'all got a soul contract. No, the fuck I don't. Who told you that? Who wrote this? You go ahead and take that back. See, how I'm going to internalize it for what resonates with me. That's what you got to do nowadays. This person was meant to teach you something, and you was meant to show them something. It ain't got shit to do with they're the one. Eventually they'll get it together. I don't got no more patience. I want my divine masculine or the divine feminine. I don't know what this is, little boo-boo. I don't give a damn about all that. Oh, you mirroring each other. I don't give a damn. That's your belief, not mine. It is what it is. Look, unfinished business, and it's coming out in the reverse. See, people got unfinished business with you, but shit, what's overstood don't need to be explained. Fuck you got unfinished business for. They steady want to make a proposal, ask for forgiveness. No, no. I ain't doing it. They steady trying to reconcile. No. You haven't grown since elementary. No. Leo, Capricorn, Earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Whatever this damn water sign is right here. See, some of these people probably give you a headache, all type of stuff. Toxic. All of a sudden, you like, damn, am I toxic? No, babe. Maybe you got some shadow work, some inner child healing you need to do. It's probably why this person only around. I told you, some people around. Sometimes you the student or the teacher in your life. Different moments. See, these people bring drama, addictions, have this love-hate relationship. Collective don't deserve no love-hate relationship. But see, y'all be compromising. Y'all be making amends and shit. Stop doing that. You can be fun. You can love somebody from a distance, but you don't have to let them back in. You can forgive for the sake of your mental health, etc. But you don't have to keep fucking around and finding out. You gotta let them religious folk be with them religious folk. Them spiritual people be with the spiritual people. Atheists be with the, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Just do you though. Because sometimes you're not here. You're not on the same page. You know how to love and receive love, and they don't. Red flag. Cut them off. I don't give a fuck if you seen that's your twin flame. I don't care. I don't give a damn no more. Because you're stressing the collective out. They're my twin flame. We mirror each other. You mirror damn near everybody who probably come close to your damn space. Spiritual unions. But people, they like to make shit up and yeah, that means it's meant to be. Shit, that's who created the Delulu energy. You clearly see as day somebody not for you, but you see a reading and saying somebody for you. Oh, nuh-uh. Let me go ahead and get you off my For You page. Anything to tear you in another direction. Next thing you know, you give in. You like, okay, well, maybe it's a twin flame. Maybe blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, it becomes abusive. It becomes this. It becomes that. And people, they try to make it make sense. Oh, no, that's just because... Just don't even talk to me no more. Talk to somebody else. It's toxic. Why would you bring a baby into the world with a person who trapped you? Now you can't get into modeling no more right now. Now you gotta work out that extra weight, and hopefully your stomach don't be looking like crazy, you know? But if you want to have a child, that's you. It may help you in some type of way. But I promise you, you don't need a person outside of yourself or a child to help you come into this energy that you always were going to come into. You create your own reality. So people going to think, I can't have an abortion. I'm religious. Okay. People going to think, well, I'm going to have an abortion. I'm not religious. Or maybe they are. Okay, like that's all it's gonna be is okay. What about it? No lightning finna come strike you down. You not going to hell. You gotta stop believing in a lot of shit. If you're gonna believe in anything, which I don't recommend, because you know beliefs is shit that you really don't know is factual, but you just still believe in it. I prefer knowing better. But if you're gonna believe in some shit, please don't let it be negative. Don't let it restrict you from things. Any of that. If you can't have free will in what you believing in, that's just me. I ain't here to project on you. By all means, do you. But I'm just saying what I feel, you know. By experience, hell. I don't gotta get to 40 years old to know the shit I know now, honey. I'm 23. Infatuation. See, some of y'all, you probably get to being in denial because of how a person look or how they made you feel, or some of these people, they can't leave you alone. Because I told you that aura you got, that godly energy you possess. They obsessed. That's not good though. I told y'all, stop getting flattered by shit that's not good. Oh my gosh, they obsessed. Run fast. They're just a distraction from the real deal. From the abundant life. You see they ass as a walking karma. You want that? They can't get no job. Some of y'all going, Some of y'all gonna reconcile again. That's what happened. Makeup, breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup. Hold on, I'm tired. Makeup, breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup. Time infinity, honey. Because I ain't done. You really letting them destiny swap with your ass. See, I believe in that. Because it's facts. It's in your face. My life didn't have to go like this. But now it's going like this. See, it's in your face. How the hell you creating my life for me? And I'm over here just sitting like, fuck no. I prefer the Divine Masculine, please. At 10 a.m. Friday. Thank you. Long term. Yes. Look. They're ashamed. As you should. They ain't gonna tell you that though. They got caught. Something backfired. You can't be playing in like chosen one energy. The reason why I say chosen one energy is because you don't come out here making the world a worse place. If anything, you make it a better place. So they ain't got no choice but to sit and feel ashamed. That's good. At least you got some type of soul. But the crazy thing is, some of these people, they still gonna try to, it's collective fault. Shit. See how I be taking accountability? See how I be blah, 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 blah? They don't do that. See how I come in good energy? I don't hinder nobody. I don't bring trauma in nobody's life. They don't do that. So you mean to tell me you supposed to go through that? It's gonna bring no. I've already experienced enough. Trust me, I don't need to do it again. Just like how y'all probably tried with somebody in y'all past and you realized it's not about, oh, because I seen a sign in God, whatever. No, that's you telling yourself that. Ain't no more, oh, I seen a sign. It's about what resonates for you. Before, you know damn well the person who you was with before, you're not going back to that. But you still connected with some motherfucker who it's like ill again. But maybe you can't really see it how you seen the last person because you're no longer in that connection no more. So you're able to see it more clearly. You're not blinded by love. See, that's why you'll never go back. You like, yeah, I'm good on them. But you still got this other little shitty in your space. Life will never be as harmonious as you want it to be because you're not connecting with people who are on your level. Everybody got trauma, but you don't let your wound bleed out on people. You know what I'm saying? But they do. But people over here telling you, oh, y'all got a soul contract and da-da-da. Stop telling people that. Because people really be believing in shit. I remember before I was into tarot or whatever, I'm seeing readings, believing in every single one. No hesitation. Every single word that came out somebody's mouth. That's why I tell people, okay, I see why sometimes you got to dibble and dabble into shit. Because you realize the truth when you do it yourself. That's why I say, you want to go to the military? Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. I ain't telling nobody don't do it no more. Just go ahead, because it's for your own being. Little shitty trying to pop up. Y'all got people trying to pop up on you. They don't respect your boundaries. Welcome to the team. They gonna try to reach out. They gonna, can we talk in person? Dumbass, no. We can't do that. You don't deserve to be around collective. But y'all gotta know that these people don't deserve to be around you either. Because I'm telling you, don't be feeling like, oh, we made it this far only because of you. They not gonna leave. And if they do leave, they gonna come back. So how about you do what you never done before and stop listening to other people and set yourself free? I ain't finna feed nobody delusions. I'm not finna tell you to stay in the connection. I don't care if soul contract came out. I told you what this means. You was just teaching them something. They was teaching you something, okay? And it was a hard lesson on your end. You was probably giving love and helping people come out of the darkness and all type of godly shit. Why would I tell a goddess to stay with a little shitty? I'm not doing that. Cold shoulder coming out, and it's in the reverse. It say breakup, distance, separation. Some of y'all probably not doing this, but some of y'all, you actually are. Everybody different. Some of y'all gonna reconcile, some of y'all not. But it may not be romantically. Maybe some of y'all got kids with this person and you gonna co-parent. Maybe some of y'all, I don't know. But if ain't time to a kid, I don't know why you reconciling with them. Well, don't even reconcile when it comes to the kid. Do some type of let your mama or whoever alive that you talk to switch it. Don't even look at their face. Don't even be in their vicinity. Because they want to disrespect you this bad, hurt you this bad, but got the nerve to still be toxic and then try to make it seem like it's your fault. I don't know why you think you deserve that. Maybe you like, I don't deserve that. I don't know. You just be so optimistic. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at least be optimistic with somebody who at least come in energy you come in. Like you literally see with your two eyes what's going on. See, if you know that you didn't come in, you a prime example. You know what I'm saying? You don't need everybody else to validate it for you. You a prime example of, let me just listen to my damn self. Let me chill on looking at these readings, because I know I'm gonna come by some type of reading that's gonna tell me they didn't mean it. Because you got these same people who want to believe that themselves, passing on that same message. I'm telling you, I had to become a reader myself to really understand how certain messages can come off. That's why I'm saying, come on now. You got people who actually gonna be believing in all of this stuff you saying. Yet you only going based off of your own perception. Because I'm telling you, you only can create or talk about what exists to you, and you only. So if you're not wise, you're not gonna give wise messages. If you still in La La Land, you gonna give La La Land messages. And I ain't doing that. Because we ain't in La La Land no more. We straight reality. Just the truth. I was believing in this, believing in that, believing in this, believing in... That's why I'm saying experience. Go ahead, dibble and dabble. It may be challenging though. For sure, bro. I was so damn confused when I got deeper into spirituality, honey. And that's only because I should have not been intaking other people's knowledge of spirituality, because it's not about what everybody else believe in. It's about what you believe in. Spirituality damn near similar to a religion, because it got rules now. But in reality, it don't. If you look up, it's really about a connection with self, really. It has nothing to do with beliefs. That's when I started getting confused as hell. But I knew that something about it was real because I, seen it type shit and felt it, had a whole awakening. But you just can't apply every little thing to your life, especially when you got the same human beings on the plane who just speaking from, I don't even know what they speaking from, but I was just gonna base off experience. That's why I say, hey, do what you want to do. You got people who's scared to do this, who's scared to do that, who get told, oh, you're not supposed to live your life like that, supposed to live your life like this. That's restriction. That's instilling fear. Last time I checked, none of that supposed to exist. But you got human beings, right, who not tapped in spiritually for real. Just projecting, running their mouth. But as I told you, you can be lied to, you can be misguided, you can be misled, but it's never an excuse. I know it's sad, but it's the truth. Just because somebody lied to you and told you that this was real and you believed it, so you're getting karma still. Because you should have known better to trust your intuition. Now you're going to learn a lesson that's going to teach you to trust in your intuition. So at the end of the day, it all works out anyway. But when you get to a period of time where you go through things and you realize things and you learn and you become awoken, you don't need to keep bumping your head to figure out some shit. If you want your life to be amazing, you want to attract somebody who's for you, who's like you, and I mean in a way of like emotional intelligence or wisdom and like the good shit, the good stuff, not little shitty who can't control their emotions or whatever the case may be. Why does collective gotta wait around for somebody? Beliefs. It's just projected beliefs. You got some people who transition from religious to spirituality and haven't fully deprogrammed, so they still have a little mindset of religion in there. So they over here doing the things that they really don't even stand for, trapping themselves all over again. But beliefs are so powerful that I'm telling you, it's going to manifest in your reality. Just think of a time back when you was religious. You wholeheartedly felt like something was true to where you probably seen the results of what you believed in. That's why I'm telling you, I do believe there's a powerful universe for sure. But you gotta be careful what you believe in. That's why I'm saying if you're gonna believe in anything, make sure it's not restricting you. Make sure it's positive. Make sure it's not instilling fear. Some people probably look at this live and I don't want to hit it. They ain't ready. But that's why that's why you the main character in your story and nobody else. It don't matter what nobody else doing, saying, talking about who live. It don't matter. You are the main character. I'm not the main character in your life. You are the main character. This person, this family, whoever, they're not the main character. You gotta, I'm telling you, you gotta do what makes you happy. If cutting somebody off is for the best, do it. If getting an abortion is for the best, do it. I don't care if it wasn't, trigger warning, a sexual abuse connection. It could be a simple fact that, no, I just don't want to have a kid by this person. And to give yourself enlightenment, especially if you used to be religious, you don't have to think of it like, oh, I'm doing an injustice to my unborn child. If you believe that, that's going to be your belief. If you don't believe that, you're going to be free. Because you're not restricting yourself. You're not striking fear in yourself. I'm telling you, that's the main reason why people are still in connections, why people believe in certain things. I mean, sometimes you just get misled as a kid and you just believe in that, but it's still not an excuse. It's people who 50 who still religious, no problem. Everybody meant to be different for a reason. We're all autonomous human beings. That's fine. But at the end of the day, I don't label myself as nothing. Free spirit, honey. I take what resonate. Shit, probably not even that. If it's coming out of other people's mouth. That's what guys and goddesses do, though. When you go based off of the reality of things, the creator, how are you in the creator energy if you believe in what somebody else saying? You don't know if that's factual or not, but you're believing in it. We go based off facts around here. So the facts is they toxic, they little shitty, and you a god and goddess who deserve to be in god and goddess energy. So are you gonna keep allowing people to destiny swap with you because you believe in this shit that's not even your beliefs, or because what you grew up in, whatever it is? You gotta start going within. Shit, that's probably why people keep getting, I don't even want to say that because that's probably not even true, hell, about this whole, oh, you come back down to earth because you haven't learned the lesson. Come on now. You got other people who feel like you come down here so you can actually experience life as a human. Walk around and shit. Feel the water in your toes or something. You got other people who probably believe it. That's the thing. We all are different. We all gonna have different beliefs. So what makes you think that that one thing is true? Or that those few things are true? You your own person. That's somebody else's beliefs. That's somebody else's mindset. That's somebody else's from what they've experienced and what they, you know? So when you start focusing in more on self and you heal, you deprogram, you just live life based off of your gifts or your knowing, it'll be very much more of a simple, rewarding life. Because now you surrendering. At least that's what I look at it as. Can't be feeling like you always doing something wrong. You're not living. You're not living. You're not liberated. You're not free. You always feel like you're doing something wrong in life. You always feel like, no. There's a such thing as good choices and not so good choices. But at the end of the day, you got to stand firm in what you're doing. I don't care if you make a foolish decision, but to you it makes sense. That's all that matters. To the world, it's probably foolish. But it don't matter. It's not their life. You experiencing. You bump your head or you don't. But how would you ever know if you listening to everybody else? They ain't gonna do nothing but strike fear in you, because half of these people, everybody following behind each other. The X. See, some of y'all probably like 2 people could be significant. It says unfaithful, love triangle, X in question. Maybe somebody else X could be significant. Like a person you talking to, they X or something. And it's funny because you know how a person always coming to you as the victim and, oh, I was hurt. Next thing you know, you find out that they the one that's hurting people. I remember I had this person I ended up marrying. Child, did they run that mouth and tell a story. And then that's what helped me, but that's an experience, right? It helped me gain wisdom. See, I would have believed every word they said like I did until I realized, you lying motherfucker. Now it brings forth wisdom to know that everybody ain't loyal, everybody ain't real. People are able to lie, cheat, steal. It exists. None of that shit existed to me as a kid. If I would have known that I was able to get cheated on, I would not have been in a relationship. But it happened anyway. Had to learn major lessons. I don't have no regrets because it only brought forth wisdom. Now I know better. See, you walk in life realizing the truth. That's liberation. When you're in your truth and when you know the truth. Not when you confuse, need outside validation. No. So if you're currently experiencing that, get into the healing. Deprogram to reprogram. Some of y'all was choosing to still deal with a connection that you knew was not good for you. Self-love is the best love, babe. But you see the truth. Some of y'all, you literally see the truth. You see the darkness in people. Probably because you're a light worker or some shit. I remember when I thought religion was all boo-boo, especially like Christianity. But then when I asked the AI who was Jesus, it basically described somebody like me here. Humanitarian, loving, forgiving. I'm okay. I fuck with that. People trying to sacrifice you and throw dirt on your name, but you a good person and shit. I resonate with that. I can believe that. Trying to crucify, trying to sacrifice, I believe that. That's what they try to do. That's what they try to do. Now all these other people that chime in with their own stories and shit, and the stories start getting a little crazy, I don't know. That's why I say take what resonates, especially if you're in a world full of people and you have ears and eyes. Either tune it out or just take what resonates. Simple as that. But don't allow people to come into your life bringing forth karma. If I have a child, it won't be from a person that trapped me. It won't be from a person who can't really fully love me because they didn't love themselves. They hate themselves. It won't be because, oh, I was religious and religion say I can't do that. I don't give a damn what nobody talking about. This is my life, honey. Last time I checked, you're a human being like me. You don't tell me what to do. You dumb as hell anyway to think I'm gonna listen to you. You're not even collective. They not on your level. Why are you listening to people not on your level? That's what happened. Y'all be feeling guilty sometimes. I understand though. I wouldn't think anything less. I understand why you reconcile with people. I understand why you feel guilty. That's just who you are. But give yourself enlightenment. What I need to feel guilty for? The signs is in my face. The battle scars is right here. The proof is right here. I'm telling you, it's only because probably when you were a kid, something happened to where you probably was blamed for it, when in reality you should not have been blamed, right? But since they're older than you, or you had this, they taught you to respect what people older than you is saying, and oh, believe in this, and you don't have no say, be quiet. That don't make no sense. As a kid, you was already getting manipulated and shit. So I can see why in your adult life, the shit is the same. That's why I'm saying you gotta really go in and feed and tend to your inner child in those moments where you need it. Where you needed you in those moments, because there was nobody around you. So I feel like you come into this space just so you can go back and heal your inner child, and just so you won't have to have your kids come in traumatized and, you know, looking at you having to heal from you and shit. Like you had to heal from your parents or grandparents, or your parents had to heal from their grandparents. You breaking generational curses. You done dealt with struggle. You done dealt with abandonment. You done dealt with financial hardship. But you were persistent. You were still working hard. No matter what was getting in your way, you still was adamant on pushing forward. Resilience. Some of y'all did not get what you deserved in this earthly plane. Even financially. Shit, maybe somebody was stealing from you. Not giving you what you give to people. And I'm telling you, honey, that's simply because you let the wrong people close to your heart. You gotta say no. Yes, you have the opportunity to reconcile, but you have free will as well. Just because it's an opportunity don't mean you take it all the time. Have you ever heard that? It can apply to different areas in your life. But regardless, I feel like some type of inheritance or financial security coming in. Maybe some of y'all could be 10 years from now, 7, 5, 4 months. It really all depends. I wouldn't expect anything less from you. You be apologizing when you don't need to fucking apologize for shit. Apologize for what? Feel guilty for what? I told you. That's only because when you was a kid, you've been manipulated to feel bad for shit. You don't need to feel bad for to apologize to people who you shouldn't be apologizing. They need to apologize to you here. So be that parent that you never had, right? That shit was not fair. But for some reason, you started believing in that. Because you a kid. Kids naive, gullible. That's why they try to get you in school at about 5 years old. Already trying to get in that brain. It's the most powerful thing you got. Your mind, body, and soul. Every part of you. And they just be trying to change shit and manipulate. And oh, there's rules to the world. What? Who created that? And everybody dumb as hell. Thousands, millions, trillions of people just following behind it. But when you know your people, your soul tribe, you gonna come into connection with them for sure, because you gonna already, I'm telling you, everything is going to be in alignment within you. I feel like you got to be in alignment within self, probably for this to attract itself into your reality. I mean, I feel like God favors you a lot if you believe in God. Therefore, some things are going to still manifest in your life. But at the same time, you can self-sabotage. You can get misguided, misled. So let that inner compass guide you. Let your gifts that you've always had since you were a kid guide you. Because I told you, just because somebody lie to you or mislead you or you get misguided, it's not an excuse. But I'm going to say every time, sadly, it's sad how you start off as a kid and people are already manipulating your mind. But in reality, it's just on you to come into the truth. It's not on nobody else because they lied to you. Now, maybe they'll get karma for it. But you will still be in a trapped mindset, in a fixed mindset, closed-minded and all. I told you, don't be anything that's restricting, anything that's negative. We don't want it, okay? You damn sure don't need it. Of course, you're going to fight with people that's toxic. I told you, that's them egos. They be battling within themselves. They toxic. They give bad advice. They hang around the wrong crowd. Hell, they the wrong crowd. A bunch of people with addictions. Now, let me stop doing my face like this, baby. But it's just, it's hard not to do with these people. Now y'all got trust issues. Now you detached. But for some reason, they still find a way to switch it. That's the most heartless thing I ever heard of. You hinder the collective, but all of a sudden you're the hindered one. All of a sudden you pointing the finger. You wrong as hell. So you gotta restore back that inner child. Gifts. Yeah. Some of you guys low-key celebrities. I don't give a damn if you're not globally known. You celebrity. And maybe eventually you'll be globally known. Shit, I'm still trying to debate on what the hell I want to do when it comes to I'm trying to see if I want to be a caregiver or not. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I would be in the best energy to be a mother, because I won't traumatize my damn kids. But I don't want to go through that shit with a person who don't love themselves. Therefore, babe, you never loved me, honey. I don't want to do it. I'm conflicted. See, some of y'all, you gotta zoom out of your current situation. Sometimes you be real focused in. Sometimes you gotta zoom out a bit. It's not that deep all the time. A lot of things you go through on this 3D plane is this small compared to what's going on spiritually. That song by Kehlani, Serial Lover, Serial Lover. Serial Lover. Very significant. Dismemberment. You may see a little few odd things in this deck because it's a true crime deck. But I like to use it sometimes. See, depending on that closed-mindedness, that's most definitely how they get you. Come into your life, tear you down, turn you into a whole nother person. But you're not a victim, because you also have a choice. Am I gonna let them change me? Or am I gonna change for the better? Am I gonna let them dictate my life? Or am I gonna be in control of my shit? They ought to get the women, the divine feminine. That's what they do. Is so many broken feminine energies in the world. They just come into your life and destroy you. Some of these people, especially men, they hate women, but they heterosexual. At least they say they is, honey. Because if you really was heterosexual, you would treat women like the goddesses they are. I don't care. Every divine feminine is a goddess. Sometimes you got the ones that steer off in a whole nother path and direction, and they just be tripping. But for the gods and the goddesses, y'all gotta connect with each other. You can't be connecting with low-level bums and dusties. See, regret. This could be past, present, future energy. Welcome to the team, honey. All right. So either in the past you could have regretted something, or presently you probably regret something. Right? We ain't manifesting this in the future. So if it is talking about future energy, then this is just your confirmation that you may be able to have regrets in the future. So this will allow you to have a warning so you can shift some things to where you won't have regrets, whether it's your mindset, whether it's the people you got in your life. I'm telling you now, a male could be significant. You got the male and the female. See, this motherfucker got too much ego. They popping on out. Female in the deck. Want to be seen, want to be looked at a certain way. You're a bum. You're not even in high honor energy. How the fuck do you have ego? Like, I understand how people do, but when you look at the definition, how do you have that? You don't even like yourself. You hate yourself. So it makes sense. That's how you know it's not the good type of ego, right? Where you got high self-esteem and shit. It's more like, It's more like you don't have high self-esteem, but you got a fucking ego. And half these people, trigger warning, they perverts. Yeah, you gave it up to a pervert, honey. I hate to tell you, but I gotta let you know. I know they was like, thank God. Because you let them get some. You let them come into your womb, your creativity, your essence, and you bless them. But what they do, they didn't bless you. Show, you see all this shit, all this filth. And half of the filth is something that you can't see with the naked eye. Your body be trying to tell you though, whether it's intuitively, physically. I told you about the acne. pH balance getting knocked off. Ooh, child. All because of love, honey. All because of love. That's where your karma really coming from. Who you choose to love and who you allow to love you. It's always a choice. It's not about, oh, y'all was, that's your twin flame. No, it's about who you choose. You're making a choice of who you allow in your life and who you allowing to stay in your life. I'm telling you now, either you're going to go through hell and high waters, obstacles, or you're going to take your power back. And these motherfuckers just going to be the ones getting karma. Look, cold. Because everybody following behind everybody. Everybody lost. Need a savior. I ain't nobody personal healer, babe. Ain't nobody personal emotional punching bag. All that shit was organized. It's just already set up for you. Why you think shit is scientifically proven and they got statistics? They ass already know. That's crazy. I remember I used to look at cults in a particular way when I was religious. Then later on down the line, I started realizing shit, religion itself could be a cult. Even the Christianity one. Even shit outside of religion. It's just about the definition of shit. And a lot of times the definitions be in your face, but you don't look shit up. You be listening to everybody else. Be humble. Okay. See, some of y'all was just like a rebound. You know what I'm saying? People just wanted to get back at their ex, or maybe whoever you was dealing with was a rebound. Just pay attention to how the connection go. Did you give yourself some time to heal from that connection, or did you hop into another one? Did the person that you was talking to just get out of a connection, or was they really on their shit, focusing on themselves and coming in good energy? No, the hell they was not. That's the mirroring effect. That's sometimes when you see yourself. Sometimes it takes seeing yourself in another person to really change and heal, or to realize what you do. And you don't have to just be a twin flame, if that shit even exists. It don't exist to me. I don't give a damn, because it keeps you restricted. I don't fuck with nothing that restricts me. Look, trapped in bad surroundings. Some of y'all, it says they are not cheating. I don't give a damn. They're not good in other departments. Like, I fuck with people who loyal, but you not really loyal how I need you to be. Congrats. You haven't had the opportunity to cheat. That don't mean you won't do it in the future. Or maybe you're just not a cheater. Congrats. But you could be an emotional one. I don't fuck with roving eyes. I don't fuck with temptation. Congratulations. You didn't cheat, but you a horrible ass person when it comes to being in a relationship or whatever. So I'm gonna need you to come and check like me, honey. If you not, bye. Simple. Tried to hold on as much as I could. It ain't do nothing but give me karma, honey. That's the thing about it. See, but your people was even taught, stay with them. Work it out. For what? It don't need to be, nothing really needs to be worked out. Nothing really needs to be like all that compromise. I'm telling you, it's false. Because when you connect with somebody who on your level, you won't have nobody compromising for you because you're fair. Anything that brings forth compromising, unfair. You want me to compromise with you? For what? I don't ask for shit. Just chivalry. which is I feel everybody deserves a decent ass person. So you want me to compromise? No. You're not a decent person. You want me to keep trying to work it out until you get it? No. Don't nobody got to do that with me. You don't have to sit around and go through bullshit with me. So why the fuck I got to do it? You not even a good person. That don't make sense. I'm not doing that shit. Cause I got options. And I wanna let you know that I've decided. I finally realized that I do not want you. Period. You got options. Stop thinking that that one ass person is your person, baby. Lil Shitty is not your person. That's Lil Shitty. That's Lil Shitty. You not Lil Shitty. Anti. We against the bullshit. See, I'm against anything that's against me. Because why you against me? I'm for the peoples. I'm all about justice. Peace. You against that? Dumbass on. You don't belong around here. Someone may disappoint you soon. Want to know why? Because you give a fuck. Because you got a heart and a soul and a damn brain. And it worked. You're not the victim. If somebody disappoints you, I hate to say this, but you played a part in that disappointment, okay? Because if you fuck with people who are on your level, you won't have to worry about being disappointed. But don't beat yourself up about it. You a good person. I expect this from you. I expect you to have optimism and faith. But we're not doing that shit no more because it ain't doing nothing for you. Especially when it comes to Lil Shitty. At least do this with somebody, once again, who on your level. Child support. Catch flights, not feelings, honey. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it is. Nobody's saying F love or this and that, but it's the time for self-love. That's probably why you keep meeting people who not for you. Because it ain't that type of time yet. Why not get to live your life individually? You always been in relationships. You always been around other people. Get to know yourself and fuck with your own vibe. Be in your own space. You a blessing. You a dime plus 99, and it's a shame. Don't even know what you're worth. I'm trying to tell you. Everywhere you go, they stop and stare. Cause you're bad and it shows. From your head to your toe. Baby, you know. Baby, you know. Baby, you never worry about what I do. I'll be coming home back to you every night. Blowing you right. You the type of woman deserve good things. Fist full of diamonds, hand full of rain. Baby, you a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let somebody else fucking love you. Stop settling for this shit. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. May the best man win, babe. Or, like I said, just vibe by yourself. Because you're very alluring. You're very attractive. You're very magnetic. Thank you for the gifts, honey. Thank y'all for double tapping the screen as well. I pretend I don't care. Yeah, we're not doing that. You grown as fuck. And you pretending you don't care to a collective who shows care 25/8, you're dumb as hell. How do you fumble the bag? That's like people who don't grow up getting it out the mud. They don't grow up. They just instantly Here you go, 10 million. They don't know what it is to work for nothing, to appreciate shit. Lil Shitty, you gotta go. You gotta go, Lil Shitty. They never met nobody like you. They don't know how to treat you. That ain't no excuse. Because even when you a kid and you don't even have to learn right from wrong, you instinctively know what's right and what's wrong. Look, it say, just visiting. So this can be literal or it can be intuitively. Some of these people, they just passing by. They just temporary. For a season, not a long time. Maybe y'all could have dealt with people who wasn't from your current area or just was visiting somewhere or some shit. Just visiting or not from current area. Thank you for the follows, you all. Say checkup. Go to the doctor. It's a shame. Why collective gotta go to the doctor? They dirty. They do dumb shit. Why you fucking with the collective health? Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sexually. Why though? That's why they get punched. Now you met somebody who haven't punched you in your shit yet? Kudos to them. You did your big one. Cause me, I'm Muhammad Ali. Don't live the stories of others. Create your own. Just because your people stayed in a relationship for 20 years don't mean you do it. That's dumb. Sorry. I am sick of arguing. They can't be that sick. Some of y'all probably the ones that's sick. See, you don't want to argue with people. Some of y'all even believe that there's probably no point in arguing. But when you're around Lil Dusty, Lil Shitty, that's what happened. So you got to start living by your own reality. Not the religion way, not because all of that don't got nothing to do with you. That's other people's beliefs, okay? What's right to you? If it's right for you to stick around for somebody, that's your belief. Do you, honey? But that's why I say I don't really fuck with beliefs like that. Because you don't really know for a fact if it's true, but you believe in it. That's why I'm like team knowing. You have an inner compass. Intuition never lied, honey. Oh, y'all look good together. Y'all a power couple. Who? Don't be projecting. Because especially if some of y'all are able to let that get into that subconscious, it's over with. Consciously, you probably like, no, we're not. Next thing you know, you start believing in that shit. I love you. You love me. Shit, get your dumb ass. Get your dumb ass. Look, convenient. Right after. You don't love me, babe. You just love how I made you feel. You love what I did for you. You loved the rare energy that you never got from your family or the people around you. But I ain't no fucking experiment. This is my life. Don't come in my shit playing. Don't come in my shit unhealed. It's fine. People got trauma. But don't come over here with that shitty perspective, lacking emotional intelligence. Don't come over here with that. When you love somebody, it don't hurt. I know what the fuck love is. The motherfucker said, sometimes the people you love hurt you. This nigga. Excuse my language, honey. Gotta stop saying that word. Ooh, just trying to smash on the backy. I told y'all some of them was perverts. They don't know the essence of a woman's body. They just want get in there. Crazy. They dirty. They weird. Pervert. They're just, you were just convenient for them. They was going through hellish shit in their life. You helped I'm telling you, but you can't fill the void in nobody's life. Nobody can't even come in and fill the void for you, honey. So you can't expect nobody to come in, make you whole, make you happy. You got to be that within. And by all means, don't ever give nobody the pleasure of doing that for you. It's always much more rewarding when you do these things yourself. Like, damn, that feel good. I love myself. A lot of shit feel good. I ain't codependent. It feel good. Don't be like everybody else. Everybody around here just afraid to be alone, can't be alone. It's literally normal to have friends, even if they're not good for you. No, cut everybody off. It says this person wants a serious connection with you. See, you got people who actually capable of loving you right, who want something serious, who don't got time for the arguing. Therefore, it won't be none of that. They emotionally intelligent enough to even understand where you're coming from, and they know that it's no point in arguing with nobody. No point. Then you got other people who also want a serious connection with you, but they don't know how to be in no fucking relationship. They don't have a relationship with themselves, and they have a horrible mother-father wound. That's why that love-hate relationship be going on. Motherfucker popping out again. That male or man energy. You wanna be the man, but you ain't even a man. You wanna be the man. Nigga, what the fuck you saying? Get your dumb. I'm finna rap on their ass. Tell me, can we try again? No, buddy. That's what I'm telling y'all. You have free will. Don't be around here talking about, I seen a sign. No, you didn't. It's gonna be something that's saying, stay in your relationship. Drop that motherfucker. And it's up to you, regardless of external, that outside shit don't matter. You gotta tune it out. And you gotta do what you wanna do. Look, you are on their For You page or home page or explore page. You on a page. You on a page. See, this could be talking about multiple people at this point. I told y'all, platonic connections, whether it's family, friends. Some of y'all, we're most definitely talking about romantic connections. Y'all be popping up. And I promise you, it ain't no coincidence. See, when you out of sight, out of mind, people can easily go on about their life and their day. They still don't feel guilty. For some of them. You got other people, it's much easier when they try to forget. When they don't talk to you, when they don't see you. For some, it may be a little difficult though, because you the one who brought, I'm telling you, you really, man, you were a huge impact in a lot of people's life. And I don't even think you really know how much of an impact you truly were. And still is. Ain't no past tense around here. But they fumbled. Family fumbled. Friends fumbled. Lovers fumbled. But all that is coming to an end because you're really seeing the truth and the light within people. And how certain shit is just normalized. You want me to give you a third chance? A 50th chance? Nah. I must be boo-boo the fool here. Which we've had our fair share of being boo-boo the fool. You are in a twin flame union or met them already. Now, I told you, I don't fuck with that shit. See, this was back in the day when I was believing in that. But I no longer cling to beliefs because they're not, you don't know if they're true or not. And I already told y'all earlier, I'm going to tell you what resonates for me. I even got confirmation that twin flame energy can happen in many connections. even non-romantic connections. See, but if I was continuing to listen to everybody else, you just got one twin flame and it's a romantic connection. See, I don't make shit up. I just go based off of the fucking facts. Experience, which creates wisdom. Not some shit somebody told me. You get let down every time. Look, steals your ideas, and that's exactly what the hell they be doing. They be trying to give you the truth and create lies as well. So you really, main thing you can really trust is your damn self. Even when it comes to knowledge intake. That's why I'm like, shit, wisdom is the best knowledge, honey. Runaway love. Runaway love. All right, we got runaway love. It says running from love and relationship. Sure is. Catch me if you can. Because no, we not doing it. And I really honestly feel like you don't be running from shit. You face shit head on. And you're a lover gal. Lover guy. These people running. I told you. They don't know how to receive that. Because they never had healthy love in their fucking life. So they running. They fumble the bag. They ain't got shit to do with me. Can't keep, like, it's misunderstandings. People get shocked when you make certain moves or you do certain things. You can be shocking the mess out of some people. Ooh. New person alert. It's always gonna be a new person. But guess what? We don't care. Cause a lot of y'all are finally getting into the energy where that's not even important no more. Cause you realize you're the biggest blessing in your life and in other people's life too. It's divine masculine, it's divine feminine. Cool. If you ain't too hyper fixated on it. You done been through connection after connection. Whether it was with friends, family, always been around some damn body. So new person, oh, okay. See, some of y'all ain't got the enthusiasm knocked out of you. But at the same time, you really didn't. Just wise, that's all. You're not unhappy. You just wise, that's all. Just gotta get the fuck from around low vibrational people as well. Look, it says do something different, especially when it comes to your romantic life or romance. See, sometimes you just allowed anybody to come into your life who was interested in you. Ill. Now, look, take a different approach. Instead of letting people come into your energy, sorry, you don't make the cuts. Period. Period. I'm telling you, because anybody can be a blessing in your life. I mean, you can really be a blessing in people's life, but not everybody is a blessing in yours. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. And I already told you before, you don't need to bump your head to learn a lesson, because you already did. You already bumped your head. This says estrangement, which ties to not being a part of something anymore. You cutting ties, whether it's relationships, commitments. Look, I told y'all they be apportioning blame. Well, the collective, you know, they they insecure. No, nobody. Buddy. No. You're insecure. Don't be projecting. What a collective. What about when you did? All right, you really gonna sit up there and point the finger? I got you. And the collective, all they did was love you. Bet. Misery loves company. This says miserable. They miserable. Now they make you miserable. But you would never remain in that energy. It'd always be temporary. The depression was temporary. Psychological stress was temporary. Feeling abandoned. But they did it to themselves. Oh, going back to this twin flame shit, because I think I started talking about something else. I see that as you're mirroring someone. Twin flame. Maybe it could be a connection that could be intense. Like, just thinking of like the flame energy about it. The twin. Mirror. The twin, you can understand why it's mirror. The flame. Maybe passion. So maybe intense connections for some, or it can become intense, or it can become a situation where you mirror this person. Maybe your life is similar to theirs. Maybe your characteristics, you can see parts of yourself in them, and maybe not even the best parts sometimes, which can help a lot for you to heal. Child is bonnet. Unbelievable news will soon occur. I can't fucking pronounce this word all of a sudden. Occur. Unbelievable news will occur soon. Period. Nasty. Amused. I don't even know what to say. All I know is my phone about to die. I told y'all that was nasty. Oh. Sneaky link is crazy. Third party. Take what resonates. Not every message may be for you, honey bun. But you can't put none past them. Okay, go to a karaoke spot, period. You be singing. You be singing. Go ahead, honey. Get your own little karaoke on in your own personal space if you want. Look, party or fun. Do you. Be you. Indulge a little. Indulge a little. The fuck? Stop being stressed for little shitty. Okay? That's what they do. Oh, you miserable too? Oh, I got under the collective skin? Oh, I'm basically... Nah. That's where they got you fucked up, though. Because the joke is on them. You will be getting the last laugh. Okay? It says gossip or talking behind one's back. Damn. Siblings could be significant. What your heart desires is on the way. Period. You in alignment. I sing a little. They dirty. Ooh, you are a chosen one. There you go. Stop letting people tell you you ain't. Okay? Everybody got a different definition for shit, too. We got negotiate. I ain't doing that shit. Get out of my life. That's the only thing we negotiating, bruh. my way or the highway, because you can't get it together. Therefore, you're a dusty. You're a bum. You're a little shitty. You gotta go. You're not a god or a goddess. You're not tapped in with that type of potential yet. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not finna suffer. What she said? I'm in it. For y'all. I ain't need no man to tell me the fuck. I'm trying to tell you. They did it to themselves, man. We can go all day. But the message is messaging. I said what I said an hour ago. I knew I was the shit. I ain't need no man to tell me. The fuck? All my whatever. Fuck y'all. Yup. That song Bodak Yellow by Cardi B. Say Lou. Oh, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive. These is red bottoms. These is blood shoes. Hit the store. I can get them both. I don't want to choose. And I'm quick. Cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable in it. Bye. Real quick. You ain't respectful. You ain't of chivalry. That mean you not noble. You ain't got integrity, my boy. That's all I want. I don't ask for nothing. You a brokey. I don't care. You can't be broken spirit, though. But you mean to tell me you not tapped in with your gifts or your heart space? You gotta go. I don't dance now. I make money moves. And how we gonna internalize that? I don't play around with bitches. You know how many people dance around shit? No, we ain't doing that. If I see you and I don't speak, you know what that means? That means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss. You a worker. I make money. Now she say she gonna do Man, that was my song, honey. She say she gonna do what to who? What she said? Now she say she gonna do what to who? I can't even remember, man. I'm gonna make sure I jam that. Now she say she gonna do what to who? Let's find out and see. God be, you know where I'm at. You know where I be. I'm at the get up on. I get paid a fee. I be in and out the bank so much. I know they tired of me. Honestly, don't give up about who ain't fond of me. Drop 2 mixtapes in 6 months. What bitch working as hard as me? Well, who working as hard as us? Damn. You gotta brag on yourself, cause nobody gonna brag on you. Especially because they jealous. Y'all ain't got debt from love. How the fuck that work? That's because you loving the wrong people and letting the wrong people love you, honey. You gotta do something differently this time. At the end of the day, like we said in the beginning, do what makes you happy. And at the end of the day, trust in that inner compass. Don't believe in anything that's not your knowing, which is not factual or based on experience, your own experience. Anything that's negative is false. If you're not doing what you want in life, what's wrong with you? If you're not where you want to be at in life, you'll get there. But just make sure you don't have crabs in a bucket. I feel like you want something bad enough, you'll achieve it for sure. Just got to heal those inner child wounds and those mother-father wounds. You'll be alright. Got to get the toxic people out your life and that toxic energy out your system. Do that shadow work, that inner child healing. That was a little rhyme right there. Yeah. But anyways, let me find out some of y'all need to get in the studio ASAP. All right? But yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And if you dealing with little shitty, get them up out of there. All right? Don't be infatuated because somebody's obsessed. Don't be infatuated because of whatever the fuck reason. Oh, they cute. Oh, sexually, da-da-da, because they ain't giving you nothing but shit you can't see with the naked eye. Run. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But take these messages how it resonate for you. I appreciate you for coming in my live and being on your shit. Trusting in yourself and shit. You know, everybody can't do it. Bye, guys and goddesses. See you next.